Hey guys, it's me Jake again. I know it's been a little while since I posted a video, but I finally made my decision. It's not necessarily as simple as yes, I'm keeping it, or yes, well, it is, I'm keeping it, but as far as what happened with me finding either a body shop to do the work or me doing it myself is a little more complicated than that. Basically, I called around to a couple different body shops. They were like, no, we can't give you quotes over the phone, which is understandable, you know, it still irritated me, but I understand that, right? So I called another one and they were like, no, it doesn't sound like anything that we would be interested in, but there is a shop, you know, such and such shop over here, and I was like, alright, you know, and I called them, and the guy was super nice. He seemed really knowledgeable. We'll get to this more in a minute, but he even told me that once I got like the carpet peeled up and everything, I could take pictures of it and come to his shop and talk to him about it and see what, you know, if it would be something that I could handle or if it would be something that, you know, a professional, you know, would need to do. Because I'm not a body guy. Like if you know, your motor's missing, you know, I can fix that. You know, you need a new alternator, I can fix that. You know, it's not necessarily so simple as, you know, you just cut them out and replace it because it's a unibody car and it's got T-tops. So there's just a little skinny bar going across the roof, which y'all know. If y'all have ever had T-tops, you guys know. But anyways, and he said as long as the frame rails and the rocker panels and the pinch welds for the rockers are okay and don't have any rust on them, he said, if I remember correctly, he said that I should be able to maybe put it on jack stands certain places and stuff. But as long as I keep the doors shut, I should be able to cut the floor pans out and weld them back in without the frame and body twisting and me not being able to shut my doors or the T-tops not sealing or anything of that nature. Now, that's great because that would save me a lot of money for having somebody else do it, and I could learn how to weld because I don't know shit about welding. But the floor pans are going to be about $700 or $800. Okay. He told me that if I had the pans and I stripped the interior and brought it to him, I'm looking at around $1,000 in labor for him to cut it out, you know, weld new ones in, seam sealer, you know, make sure it won't rust, you know, all that fun stuff to do it right. And I was like, hell yeah, that's what I want. I want it to be done right. And so about $1,000 for labor, around $1,800 for the pans. That's probably looking at $2,000 by the end of it, if everything else is okay. Alright, so if it's not okay, I'm definitely going to have to take it to him because I do not have the means to do all of that and keep the frame straight and all of that. I just don't. There's no way. But if I'm able to do it myself, I would just be out $700 or $800 plus the cost of a welder, which my dad was like, yeah, I've been looking into getting a MIG and a TIG welder, and I was like, well, that's great, you know, so he could get it, and he knows how to weld, so he could show me how, and then we could, you know, do it the way it needs to be done, cutting it out and replacing the floor pans. That way I don't have any issues with it ever again, hopefully, in my time owning the car. So what we're going to do today is, since I know how the underside of the driver's side looks, I don't know how anything else looks. And I need to know that to be able to make my decision on how I'm going to go about fixing this. Hopefully it's the cheaper option. But we're going to take the seats out again, which I'm not happy about. We're going to take the center console out, probably the back seats too. And then I'm going to, you know, peel the carpet up, probably get the carpet out too, because if I'm going to have the floor pans replaced, then I'm probably going to redo the carpets and get maybe a new driver's seat. The passenger seat isn't bad. all I really need is the driver's seat, but finding one of those is going to be a bitch. So let me get all my tools I'm going to need and see if I can get a bunch of the screws out of the center console and shit, and get ready to do this. Okay, so I got the driver's seat out again. It is over there. Anyways, so I get in here, I'm taking out all of these screws. I took the radio bezel plate off. Those are the seat nuts. These are a bunch of the screws that were holding the, all of this stuff in. So I still need to take those three out to where I can get it out, The e-brake, there's a little screw right there that you undo and you can take the handle out. But this shift knob does not want to come out no matter what I do. I don't know what's going on. I took the snap ring out of there, and everybody says, oh, it's supposed to just lift off. No, it doesn't. So, and it's like, I don't know what's going on here, but then it gets real loose right there, and then when you try to pull it out, it still doesn't go anywhere. So I don't know. I sprayed some penetrating oil in there, and I still can't really get it out, but I gotta pull all of this stuff out to get the carpet out, and I need to pull the rear seats, but I don't really want to pull the rear seats and everything if I can't get this shit out, because then there's not really a point, I can do everything else, but I can't get this shift knob off. I'm about to just break it. It's already chipped. I don't have to have it right now. I'm not driving the car anyways, but still, jeez. Alright, so after trying for a little bit longer to get the shift knob off, I still can't get it off. I got the e-brake handle off. That was a piece of cake. And I have all the stuff besides the snap ring in this bag, and I should probably put the seat nuts in there too, or put them in a different one maybe. These were bags of screws that were in the console and the ashtray. I don't know what they go to. I think the ones that were in the console go to the dash pad. An OEM dash pad, not this bullshit fleece stuff. And if you'll look under here, you can see that they're not there, but that might actually be an original dash pad. That's interesting. So I might actually keep that then, because it does look better than a cracked up plastic, looking garbage, but I'd like the screws to be able to go into it. That'd be pretty nice. And I don't know. I need to pull the carpet up. I did look under the passenger side, and it looked like it might actually be okay. So I might only need the driver's side floor pan, which would cut costs dramatically. That would cut the cost of the floor pans in half, obviously. So, and I would only have to get one shipped here. So I'm not sure how to get that shift knob out. The rear doesn't look so bad. I think somebody maybe put I know you can't really see it, but I think somebody put new carpet in the trunk area. So I'll probably just get the front, the front cargo area. I want to say that's about $200. So that shouldn't be too bad, hell, I'll already have the carpet out. All I would have to do is put the new carpet in and trim it up to where it fits. But I guess that's it for this episode. I really I would have liked to get at least the interior out if I didn't get the carpet up, which I could still pull the seats and everything out, but then I'd have to have a place to put them, and I don't have a whole lot of room in here, in case you haven't noticed. I could, but there's not a point. I probably shouldn't have taken the driver's seat out just yet, but I did, because I expected to get further with this. But I am really hungry, and that's probably going to be it for today. I wanted to give y'all an update telling you what I kind of left y'all hanging for a couple weeks, and now that I finally have my answer, and that hopefully it's not looking as bad as I think it's gonna be. Hopefully, we'll have to see. I don't know. The driver's side, the rust is really close to the frame rail. If all that's good, and the passenger side pan is good, then I might be able to come out of this somewhat cheap. That's a lot of ifs, and like I've said many times, I won't know until I get the carpet out. But anyways, that's it. I am keeping the car, and I am going to do my best to get her fixed up and fixed up right. And then from there, we will do the T-top seals. I'll get a new center bar, and new screws for that, and seals, and do all the seals, which is probably going to be a blast. But it needs to be done. That way I know they're done. And hopefully I won't ever have to replace the floor pans again. Alright, so that's my update and kind of partially getting my ass kicked by my car yet again. What did y'all expect at this point? I do plan on getting the interior out sometime soon. We'll just have to see. But anyways, if y'all like this video, make sure you subscribe to see more. If you want to see more, if you liked it, like it. If you disliked it, then dislike it. Be honest with me. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. If you have any questions or comments or concerns or tips, tricks, whatever, I'm new to this. This is my first one of these cars, and a lot of this stuff I've never done before. So I've never rebuilt a car before. This is my first one, so I'd like to do it right and have it last a long time. But anyways, I will see y'all later.